What's up, guys? MC Stu here, and today we got some news. There is a new legendary bundle out today, the legendary Starfleet Captain's Bundle. It is similar to some of the other ones that we've seen. It'll be a pack of different items ranging from gear to a level boost to some hollow bridge officers, as well as some special round weapons. I don't know that we've seen that in the past, at least not to the extent. There's quite a few of them here. We'll just scroll down and take a look. They look kind of cool. We're getting some EC with this, and I really wish they would bump this up, make it like 10 mil or something. I mean, 10 mil's relatively not very much still, but at least you could kind of buy something with it. 1 million EC is, I mean, they might as well just make it 0 in my opinion. We get some expertise points, reputation points, spec points, your usual kind of stuff. It looks like it also includes kind of a mini, starter pack, so you get some additional inventory slots, bank slots, those kinds of things. It looks like it can be used on an existing character as long as it reaches a certain level. I think it said 30 in here. I'm just kind of skimming this. I'll go ahead and post the link for it down in the description. If you're interested in this, you can check it out in more detail because there is a lot of stuff, but I just kind of want to highlight kind of the overview on it. So again, you get some very rare weapons. You'll get these hollow bridge officer here, which are kind of cool, kind of specialty ones. They list them as I believe celebrity celebrity bridge officers here at the top, but it's kind of cool. So that's a little bit different from some of the past ones. Again, the ground weapons look kind of cool. It's very Intel-y Section 31 looking like, and that brings us to the ship. How do we say this? It's the Caelian, legendary Caelian Intel multi-mission Explorer Tier 6. It's basically a Vesta variant, a legendary version of it. I think it looks pretty cool from the side, not so much, but every other angle, I think it looks really good. It's got a nice dark stock skin on it, which kind of goes with most of the other, kind of Intel style ships that they've come out with that are kind of around this kind of look. And the ship itself looks to be okay. It does unlock all the different skins, which is pretty cool. I think some of these other skins look really good as well. I probably would kit bash this is what I would do personally. But quite a bit of variety here you get in the way that you can make the ship look and change it and kind of mix the stuff together if you want to make your own kind of look without having to buy all the different variants. Per usual, you're going to get all the different variants of the different consoles that come on these other versions of the ship as well, which is nice. And that brings us down to the stats on the ship. So this is kind of your run-of-the-mill, premium size ship in terms of the layout. It's a 4-3, which is kind of nice. Still only 6 weapons total, but it does have obviously a secondary deflector. Bridge officer seating does not look too bad here. So we have an Intel Command or Lieutenant Commander Tactical, 1 Lieutenant Engineer, 1 Ensign Science, 1 Commander Science / Intel, and 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal Intel. I am interested to see what people do with a science ship that has Intel on it. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure exactly what I would do with it. Generally, we lean more into Torp / Psi build, with the the Psi part being the heavy part, and the Torp, there's a lot of sets and things like that that go with that. Although you could get a similar effect out of beam sets and things like that from the rep. So I'm assuming that's probably the direction we would go. I don't know how well the Intel specialization synergizes with science stuff. I mean, generally we would see a mixture of one of the other ones, and the name is just completely leaving my mind at the moment. It's not Miracle Worker, but it's got kind of that yellow look. Anyways, so I'm interested to kind of see how that works out, and what people do with it. So you guys are pretty creative, so a lot of times we'll look at things like this and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, it just seems like it doesn't work, but we as a community ended up finding a way, and a lot of times those ways are pretty darn good. Consoles, we have 4 TAC, we have 2 engineering, and 5 science. So obviously the science is going to be the heavy, since this is a science ship. So again, overall, not bad at all. Let's scroll down and take a look at the trait. The unlocked trait that we'll get account wide. So you'll get any of the traits from the previous versions unlocked at tier 5. on the mastery, and then at tier 6 there'll be a special trait that's associated with the ship itself, and that'll unlock account wide, which is kind of cool. So if it's decent, you won't have to reslot the ship on every character to do it. But let's just kind of cut down to the chase here. So while below 50% hull, remove 1 charge of what is that? Cadum reconstruction to restore 10% of your maximum hull once per 5 seconds. It's not terrible. It doesn't make me super excited in any kind of situation that I can think of at the moment, but that doesn't mean there's not a good purpose or build that you could mix this into. I would have to give it a little more thought, and I am reading and looking at this for the first time along with you here in this video. So we'll see. But right off the top, it doesn't look like this is going to be huge. It'd be one thing if it was stacking 10% of your max hull or on top of your maximum hit points, raising those, but it looks like it's going to take your maximum hull, give you 10% when you're above 50%, but that's only once every 5 seconds. So if you're in a really hardcore fight, 5 seconds is an eternity, and even getting, if you're at 100k max hull, getting another 10,000 it isn't going to make a huge difference for you. So we'll have to see how that turns out, but that is the basic stats on the ship. I think it looks good. Let's look at the dollar amount. Again, I'm not going to say whether or not it's worth it or not, because that's wholly dependent on you and whether you like it and whether the amount of money they're asking for it is a lot of money to you. So the base price that they're listing it as is 1,200 Zen. Or I'm sorry, 12,000 Zen, and it will be on sale at 50% off, so dropping that down to 60 Zen, 6,000 Zen, Jesus. So basically $60 if you're here in the US, and this sale will only be available on the 26th through the 9th. So this does not come out today. This is coming out on the 26th is what this looks like here. So that's just a kind of a quick overview of what we got announced today. We knew that this was coming. They've teased some of the pictures of the ships. It got pretty good reviews and feedback, at least on some of the polling that I did. So like I said, the ship itself looks good. It looks like it'll probably be a fun science ship, and given the way that the spec seating is and things like that, it looks like we'll be able to do some fairly creative stuff. So I look forward to seeing how that develops and how people develop builds around this platform. Let me know what you guys think down in the description. Are you guys thinking about getting this? What do you think about the way the ship looks, and especially what do you think about that seating? What can we do with that seating with the Intel spec, double Intel spec on a SAB boat like that? I'd be real interested to hear from you guys. So, all right, until next time, appreciate it and have a good one. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, ring the bell, and sub to the channel for the latest news updates and how-to guides.